Well, good morning, everybody. It's Jeff Slakey here on the Daybreak Show, and I've got two great guests on the phone line here, Max Platz and Tim Mensonidis, and we are talking about a very fun program that's kicking off Saturday, not Saturday, April 1st is when it starts. It's the Fly Washington Passport Program at flywashington.org. Tell us a little bit about this program, when it first came about, how you got the idea for this thing, and what airports are involved.
So this has been in the works for about 3 years, and this isn't we're not the first state to be doing it. We're about the 7th or 8th state. There's some states back east, the Dakotas, and I think Virginia and some others who are doing it. So we're just kind of reinventing the wheel here, and just a great way to get people out flying. Pilots, the saying in aviation is they need a mission or need to go fly to see the $100 to get the $100 hamburger, go fly somewhere from lunch or what have you. So this just gives pilots another reason to go flying and get a stamp in their passport program book. And the question on the amount of airports participating, currently we have 105 airports participating, as well as a couple seaplane bases.
Wow, that is amazing. This passport type program is very popular in other industries. People enjoy doing this, and I can only imagine with the culture of the pilots out there that they love to be out there in the planes, of course, and they want to be the first one to get to those 105 stamps as of now. But of course, even more airports and air areas are able to help sign up for this. So you go to flywashington.org. What's the next step there? How do you get your passport?
So you can get your passport. We have several locations, and those are listed on our website with details on when they're available. And we've got them at a few different places. There's one here at the Olympia Regional Airport, Auburn Municipal, Kelso, the Southwest Washington Regional Airport, Richland, and Phelps Field. All will have passports booklets there, and you can pick them up anytime that facility is open. So pilots and aviation enthusiasts can call ahead and make sure that somebody's there to get the booklet from them. But yeah, you pick one up and then you figure out which airport you're going to go to first and fly out there or drive, however you want to get there, find the stamp box and stamp your booklet.
So you mentioned the stamp box here, and as we're looking through the video that you can see under the For Pilots tab at, again, flywashington.org, there is a real unique red and white checkerboard pattern on one of the sides of one of these kind of building areas. And I did notice, and we have noticed one of those out at the Olympia Airport. Is that the stamp location?
That's one of them. So that's the Olympia stamp location. So we left it pretty flexible for the airports to put the stamp in a location that it works for them. We have a few that are putting it in the local restaurant at the airport, the fixed base operator where the airplanes will refuel. A few different airports will have it behind the desk at the FBO, as they're called. So people can go, we encourage everybody to check the website and figure out where the stamp location at each airport is before they take off.
There are different levels of sponsorship as well. These are for other airports that have not yet signed on board. Is that what the sponsorships would be entailing?
No, the sponsorships are to support and sustain the program.
Okay.
So the majority of the sponsors are airports, but we do have some airport engineering firms and some fixed base operators as well. So all public use airports. So airports, there's private and public use airports. And if airports choose, they are open to the public, just like a road. There's no permission needed for the most part to land at these public use airports. You can just go there. And we have 135, give or take one or two, in the state. So we have 105 as we previously mentioned, participating. Eventually, we'd like to get all of them. We may or may not, but we're working towards that goal.
Well, that's a pretty good number, 105 out of 135. I tell you what. What can you tell me about the popularity of this in the other states that it's already been established in?
It's very well received in all of the other states. I know North Dakota has had, I think, over 50 people complete their passport program, and they have a similar number of airports as we do. And that's been over the past probably less than 5 years, and very good success. It's just a really good way to highlight the airports and the communities around your state, and specifically our state.
Yeah.
Is good excuse to go someplace you maybe wouldn't have gone before.
It really is, and an additional good offshoot that you make mention about for this is the economic benefits to not only the areas, maybe the restaurants on the airport property, but somebody flies in, gets their stamp, and then spends the day around the area. For example, as I look at some of these logos down in the bottom of the website, who knows how often somebody's at the port of Benton, but you may come away going, I need to come back to the port of Benton and explore more.
Absolutely. And that was another big driver for this program, working with the whole community, and possible, if we really wanted to expand it, we could work with local Chamber of Commerce and things like that, because this certainly will do it. The whole thought is they're landing, they're purchasing fuel, they're buying pilot supplies, they're stopping for whatever activity that attracts them to the area, or stopping for food.
So you are online at flywashington.org. Are you also on the social media, the Facebook, so people can share these pages around for their pilot friends?
Correct. Yeah, we are on Facebook. It's the Fly Washington Passport Program on Facebook. There's both a page and a group, so you can like the page, and we'll push information out via that. And then we have the group where you can kind of share your story, your pictures, all of that good stuff.
Well, we will definitely share the Facebook page and your link to the website when we post this interview on our website. But the Fly Washington Passport Program starts April 1st. It's very close. It's near. And, the weather we've been having the last couple of days, I'm sure you're getting calls and people are itching to get back out there in the airways to find these different destinations. For more information, you can either call or email Tim at 253-333-6821, or the email links are on their website, flywashington.org. And this sounds like a really fun program that a lot of folks could get behind. Do we have in the state a large flying populace? Are there a lot of pilots in Washington State?
We do. We have roughly 14 to 15,000 pilots in the state, and I think just because of the strong roots we have with Boeing and other aircraft manufacturers, that general aviation is alive and well. There are numbers indicating that there's pilot shortage, things are going down or in the decline, but this program is one of the reasons we wanted to do that, to push that, to get more interest, and there are still a significant amount of people involved and that are enthusiasts and passionate about aviation.
I guess one more question on this is, how long does this go for? If it starts on April 1st, how long do people have to get all their stamps?
There's no deadline. It goes as long as you want. There's no hurry. There's no prize for being the first one to complete the program. Mainly, it's just we want it to be fun and enjoyable.
It does sound like a lot of fun.
As long as we can get sponsorship and funding, the program, and volunteers to run the program will continue.
Well, make sure you go get your passports, get involved with this, and go to flywashington.org. You'll be able to see a list of all the participating airports, as well as this kicks off on Monday, April 1st. Tim, Max, it was nice talking with you guys, and good luck on this. And Boy, it sounds like a great job already out of the gate with 105 at 135 airports. People are going to hear about this, and they're going to want to definitely sign up and get involved, if not for the rest of this year, but for the next go-around.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if I could add just a couple
Please.
things. One, the program is completely free.
Mm-hmm.
It's relying solely on sponsorship. So the gold pins, the jackets, the patches for flying to each region are all free for participants, and you do not need to be a pilot to participate. So you can drive. I mean, hopefully people are, and the majority are flying, but if you're a pilot and have friends that are passengers or kids or anyone else, you can take them along with you. And if you reach the levels for achievement, you will all get the awards, get the jackets, etc. And then last thing I just wanted to stress is our sponsorship. Again, without the sponsorship of those airports and engineering firms and FBOs, this program wasn't sustainable, or we wouldn't be sitting here today. So really, all thanks goes to them.
That's great. What a great way to explore Washington. I tell you what, that is really cool. Tim and Max, nice talking with you guys, and good luck. April 1st is when this thing gets underway. FlyWashington.org. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.